Fake news, a term you've probably heard of many times. Popularized during the Trump era, social media and news media spreads all sorts of misinformation around for various purposes. Fake news is a term that suggests information is false or skewed and exists in the form of, say, a photo, text, or speech, video, newspaper, web pages, and even printed works like a book. Sometimes fake news can just be done out of implicit bias, sharing something without checking credibility. Most of the time, fake news is purposeful, using techniques of propaganda and logical fallacies to try to create the desired narrative. Since the average person has heavy use of social media, they're exposed to lots of information, reliable and unreliable. To synthesize the truth, being educated on dealing with misinformation is critical for the current and future generations.
One of the simplest yet most effective ways of fact-checking news is lateral reading. When checking to see if a source is reliable, you may think, oh, I just got to look at the bio page or the website's about section to see if it's trustworthy or not. But if you really want to be sure, you want to practice lateral reading, which, as I said before, is a strategy used to determine how reliable a source is. As the name suggests, it's lateral. So usually most people, the idea is that you look inside the website, but the idea is a lot of the stuff can be kind of manipulated a certain way that the author wants it. You can't inherently trust that. So you want to do research beyond the source to see its reliability. So you want to go lateral. You want to have a lateral stack of tabs searching all the different things. And then after a bit, when you have all the lateral tabs and whatnot, you can kind of get a more well-rounded idea to see if you really want to go forth with the source and really trust the information. And if it's not very trustworthy, then you kind of get past the guise that it's portraying. But when you really want to get into the lateral reading and you want to judge through all the sources, a good guidelines to look forward to is the CRAP test, which has this little acronym here. So the C starts for currency. How recent is the information? You know, if it's, I don't know, science-based, you want to make sure it's reliable, current facts. Like you don't want to have a random fact, you know, you don't want to cite a source that believes the earth is flat. R is for relevance. Is the information relevant? Is it answered? Like if you have a question you want to be answered, is it answering it? If not, don't even use it. What's the point? Accuracy. Is it specific? Is it using sources? Is it citing sources? Is it self-aware? Is it being vague or anything like that? You don't really want that. You want something specific, trustworthy. Authority, the other A is for authority. Who is the person writing it? Is the person an expert, or are they citing experts? Are they citing sources? That's also important too. And the last one is purpose. What's the purpose? Is it to inform? Is it to educate? Is it commercial? Commercial isn't always bad, but there's an incentive of money. So that's also something that's important too. So my question is, how good is the Starlink Wi-Fi? So I'm going to go off tab and search it up. How good is Starlink? Let me see. Yeah, I'll do CNET. I've heard. Doesn't seem crazy. Okay, so it's answering the question that I want. Is his image? Yeah, he's showing his image, so it'll show some sort of expertise. So right now, it's recent too. So I want to be able to, let's check him out. John Kim. There's not that much about him. Okay, so I'll search him up. And then later on, I will search up about the company itself to see how it is. John Kim, the Muckrack. Let's keep looking. Oh, he has a website, pretty cool. LinkedIn, it's definitely a good source. Okay, well, now I just gone to LinkedIn. So the Muckrack, let's look at it, if it loads. CNET, Forbes, MSN, San Diego Union Tribunal. Okay, so this seems pretty good. But I really want to go to his website. Actually, let's check his LinkedIn first. Oh, he has 500 connections, so that's definitely a lot. That's definitely why 500 people is a lot of people to rely on. 11 years worth of video production, content. Okay, CNN. He has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of stats. So he definitely knows his way around technology. So I think that's authority. Let's check again. Oh, so he's done films too. That's pretty interesting. Let's go back to his. Okay, yeah. So his LinkedIn seems pretty reliable. His 11 years, he has a lot of technology. He's reliable. He's progressive, driven, down to earth, creative leadership. Seems to know a lot about tech. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to CNET. More specifically, reliability. Oh yeah, Media Bias Fact Check is a very good website. It essentially has a massive database and it just simplifies all sorts of information for you. So let's see what it gets. Okay, so we have least bias. It's purple, so it has the political spectrum. It's least biased and high reporting, minimal bias, few loaded words, factual and usually sourced. And is CNET is least biased, straightforward, without editorial bias, high reporting, proper sourcing, clean fact record. It's owned by CBS Interactive, division of CBS Corporation. It's pro science. Yeah, everything seemed good. Okay, so let's go back. So far, let's just check the sources. Because so far, the accuracy, the sources he cites is the really thing we have to check out. So we have a lot of CNET because it's current. It was made in what? 2021. The authority, he knows his way around tech, seems to be a reputable guide. The source is also reputable. A lot of more CNET. It seems to not have any malicious intent. It just wants to inform you. It's relevant to actually answering the question. So yeah, accuracy is really the only thing we want to check out to see if it checks the crap test. SpaceX, so we actually have a different source that is not CNET. Caleb Henry. Oh, so he has a minor in astronomy. So at least he actually knows about science. So that's kind of credible. Okay, so I think for the most part, I think this passes the crap test. Yeah. So if you're interested in the Starlink Wi-Fi, check it out. With that done, I hope that you were able to learn something, and I hope you're able to apply what you learned as you encounter different types of media, and hopefully are able to battle the different types of false persuasion that surrounds you when you go everywhere you go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you watch the next videos. Thank you.